Imagine a city just legendary for its wealth, its splendor Babylon, maybe 6,000 years ago. Now, what if the secrets, the real secrets to all that ancient prosperity, weren't, complex economic theories, but actually simple, timeless rules? Rules that could still apply to your finances right now, today.
It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it?
Exactly. And this deep dive is based on George S. Clauson's classic, The Richest Man in Babylon. It's this collection of parables from the 1920s, but they distill financial wisdom from way back then.
And it's genuinely surprising how relevant those insights still feel.
Totally. Our mission here is really to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge from these stories, give you a kind of shortcut, maybe, to understanding these foundational laws of wealth.
So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's unpack this.
And what's really striking right from the get-go is that Babylon's wealth, well, it wasn't because they had tons of natural resources.
Oh, really? I always picture these places sitting on gold mines or something.
No, quite the opposite, actually. The city was built in this arid valley. No forests, no mines for gold or stone, not even on a natural trade route.
Wow.
And rainfall. Super scarce. So farming was a huge challenge.
Huh. That really flips the script on how you imagine these ancient empires. So where did the wealth come from?
It was entirely man-made, as Clason puts it. It's a testament to just pure human ingenuity.
Ingenuity, like what?
Well, think about their engineering. It was incredible. They actually diverted the Euphrates River, this massive river, using dams and these huge irrigation canals.
No way.
Yeah, they basically turned this dry valley into an agricultural powerhouse. They even drained swampland with elaborate systems.
That's amazing. It really drives home that wealth isn't always about what you're handed. It's about what you create.
Precisely. And just like their physical structures, the famous walls of Babylon were built to last for ages. So were the financial principles their citizens developed.
Yeah.
These ideas have lasted for millennia. They weren't just trends. They were like fundamental truths about money and people.
And a lot of these truths are wrapped up in the story of Arkad, right? He's kind of the central figure.
Yes, Arkad. And he didn't start rich. He was a humble scribe, basically carving records onto clay tablets. No special background, no inheritance.
Just a regular guy wanting more out of life.
Pretty much. His big desire, as the book says, was to claim his share of life's good things, to be a guest at this banquet of good things. Relatable.
Totally. So how did he get started on the path to becoming the richest man in Babylon?
It really kicked off when he sought advice from Algamish, a wealthy moneylender. And Algamish gave him this pivotal piece of advice.
Which was?
Deceptively simple. A part of all I earned was mine to keep.
Pay yourself first.
Exactly. Pay yourself first. Algamish suggested not less than a tenth. Now, we hear that phrase a lot today, pay yourself first. But the genius the Babylonians saw was how it counters our human tendency to just spend what we have. The real trick isn't understanding it. It's actually doing it consistently, especially when things feel tight.
And Arkad didn't get it right immediately, did he? He stumbled.
Oh, yeah. Like most of us, he learned the hard way. His first big mistake was taking his hard-earned savings and giving them to Asmur, a brickmaker.
A brickmaker? For what?
To buy rare jewels from Phoenician traders. Asmur knew bricks, not jewels.
Uh-oh. I can see where this is going.
Yep. Phoenicians totally ripped him off. Sold Asmur worthless bits of glass instead of gems.
Ouch. Sounds like even ancient Babylon had its share of dodgy investment schemes.
Definitely. And it highlights that crucial lesson. Advice is one thing that is freely given away, but watch that you take only what is worth having.
So don't ask a brickmaker about jewels.
Exactly. Consult experts in the actual field you're investing in. Arkad learned that a small return, and a safe one, is far more desirable than risk. A powerful warning.
Okay, so Arkad learns, he gets wealthy, and then the king gets involved.
Right. Fast forward a bit. Arkad's wisdom is legendary by this point. And King Sargon sees Babylon isn't as prosperous as it once was. He wants to fix that. He wants Babylon to be a city of many wealthy men, not just a few super rich guys. So he tasks Arkad with teaching his financial secrets to the whole population.
Wow, a citywide financial literacy program. What did he teach?
He boiled it down into the 7 cures for a lean purse. Practical steps.
Okay, cure number 1.
Most famous one. Start thy purse to fattening.
Pay yourself first again.
Basically, yes. The rule. For every 10 coins thou placest within thy purse, take out for use but 9. Save at least a tenth.
He used that egg merchant analogy, right?
Put 10 eggs in the basket each day, only take out 9 to sell or use. Eventually, the basket overflows. Simple, visual, effective.
Makes sense. Cure number 2.
Control thy expenditures. This one hits home for a lot of people.
How so?
Well, you know how our necessary expenses always seem to grow to match whatever income we have?
Oh, yeah. Lifestyle creep.
Exactly. Arcad stressed figuring out what's truly a necessity versus just a desire. Budgeting. His motto was getting 100% of appreciated value for each coin spent. Be deliberate. Cut waste. Protect that tenth you're saving.
Because it's not just what you make.
It's what you keep. Absolutely.
Okay, so save a tenth, control spending. What's cure 3?
Make thy gold multiply. Don't just let your savings sit there.
Put it to work.
Put it to work. It needs to labor and increase, become your golden slaves. Clason uses this great example of a farmer starting with 10 silver pieces. Over 50 years, just through compound interest, it grows to like 167 pieces. It shows the magic of letting your money work for you.
Compounding, the 8th wonder of the world, as Einstein supposedly called it.
Right. But the Babylonian take really emphasizes the discipline involved. Patience, long-term commitment. Things we sometimes forget in our rush today.
True. Cure 4.
Guard thy treasures from loss. This is crucial. Protect your principal.
Don't lose the money you've saved.
Exactly. Arcad warned against those romantic desires to make wealth rapidly. Get rich quick thinking.
Like buying jewels from a brickmaker.
Precisely. He brings up his own mistake again. Seek advice from people experienced in handling money for profit. A small, safe return beats a big risk every time. Timeless advice against scams.
Very relevant. What's number 5?
Make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. Basically, own your own home.
Interesting. Why was that important back then?
Well, he argued it reduces your living costs over time. It gives you confidence, a stable place for your family. He mentions having a plot of ground wherein children can play in the clean earth.
So it's financial, but also psychological security.
Yes. It's striking how this idea, so central to our modern sense of stability, was right there in Babylonian thinking.
Okay, cure 6.
Ensure a future income. Think long-term. Plan for old age. Protect your family if you're gone.
Like retirement planning and life insurance.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
He talks about various long-term provisions. And interestingly, he even mentions a kind of collective plan to ensure against death. Pretty forward-thinking for 6,000 years ago.
Wow, it really is. Okay, last one. Cure 7.
Increase liability to earn. Self-improvement.
Ah, so it's not just about managing money, but making more.
Right. Arcad said, preceding accomplishment must be desire. Strong, definite desires drive you. So keep learning, get better at your craft, your job. More wisdom means more earning potential.
And he tied other things into that too, didn't he? Like paying debts.
Yes, paying your debts promptly, caring for your family, maintaining self-respect. These all contribute to your ability to earn and thrive.
When you look at all 7 cures together, what really stands out to you thinking about today?
For me, it's how they blend the practical math of money with the psychology and behavior. It's not just do this calculation. It's about becoming a certain kind of person, disciplined, forward-thinking, responsible.
Yeah, it's holistic. It connects your financial habits to your character.
Exactly. It's more than just save 10%. It's a whole guide to a financially sound life.
So that was Arcad's advice for the city. But he also passed down wisdom more personally, right, to his son.
Yes, the 5 laws of gold. This was his legacy for his son, Nomasir. He basically sent Nomasir out into the world with a bag of gold and a clay tablet inscribed with these laws to, prove himself.
And Nomasir, did he follow them right away?
Nope. Classic story. Nomasir, despite having the gold and the wisdom literally in his hands, promptly went out and lost a chunk of it.
How?
First, a rigged horse race. Then he invested the rest with some guy who claimed to have a great business idea but was totally unreliable. Gone.
Ouch. So having the rules isn't enough if you ignore them.
Exactly. It perfectly illustrates the danger of falling for scams.
Yeah.
Trusting your own inexperience, even if you start with an advantage.
But he eventually turned it around.
He did. Once he started actually following the laws, especially one about investing only with the advice of men wise in its handling, his fortunes changed. His treasure started to grow, and faster and faster.
It shows that sticking to principles works, even if you mess up initially.
Definitely. So the 5 laws, just to recap quickly.
Go for it.
1. Gold comes to those who save at least a tenth. 2. Gold works hard for wise owners who find good, profitable work for it. 3. Gold sticks with cautious owners who get expert advice. 4. Gold slips away if you invest in things you don't understand or without expert approval.
Right.
And 5. Gold flees if you try for impossible earnings. or trust tricksters, or rely on your own inexperience.
They really cover the bases, don't they? Saving, investing wisely, avoiding scams.
Pretty much everything you need to know, foundationally.
Okay, this brings up something interesting, look. Did the Babylonians just think wealth was about following rules? Or did luck play a part?
They had a really interesting take on good luck. It wasn't just random chance, like winning the lottery.
It wasn't about, say, gambling.
Definitely not. They saw gambling, like at gaming tables or races, as an illusion. The odds are always stacked against the player, always in favor of the gamekeeper, as they put it. Gold won that way rarely lasted or brought real value.
So what was good luck then?
Here's their key insight. Good luck often follows opportunity, but seldom comes otherwise.
Opportunity.
Yes, luck finds you when you seize opportunities. They told stories about people who missed out a merchant, who hesitated on a good deal, a camel buyer who waited too long.
Right, the Syrian character said something like, opportunity, she will not wait for such slow fellow.
Exactly. They saw hesitation, procrastination as this internal enemy you had to beat.
So luck isn't passive, it requires action.
Precisely. Their conclusion was powerful. Men of action are favored by the goddess of good luck. You have to be ready and willing to act when opportunity knocks.
That's a great principle. Now, let's talk about debt. There's a powerful story about that too, isn't there? Dabasir.
Oh yes, Dabasir, the camel trader. His story is rough. He got so deep in debt, so humiliated, he actually ended up being sold into slavery.
Wow, that's hitting rock bottom. A lot of people feel trapped by debt, maybe not literally enslaved, but definitely weighed down.
For sure. And his turning point came from advice he got from Mathon, the gold lender.
What was the advice?
Mathon told him something really wise about helping others. If you desire to help thy friend, do so in a way that will not bring thy friend's burdens upon thyself.
Interesting. Healthy boundaries.
Exactly. But that wisdom also set Dabasir on his own path to recovery, not just financially, but also restoring his self-respect.
So what was his plan? How did he get out of that hole?
He adopted this simple three-part plan, super effective.
Okay, lay it out.
First, 1/10 of everything he earned was his to keep. Pay yourself first, even when in debt. For future prosperity, yes, but also for self-respect right now.
Okay, 1/10 saved.
Second, 7/10 were for all living expenses, him and his wife. Food, shelter, necessities, even some small pleasures, but strictly controlled. Never more than 7/10.
Right, controlled spending. What about the rest?
The remaining 2/10 went directly to his creditors, divided honorably and fairly among them until every debt was paid off.
2/10 to debt repayment, that's quite a chunk. It sounds simple, but sticking to that, especially when creditors are breathing down your neck, how did he manage?
Well, the story shows his determination grew because he stuck to the plan. He paid consistently for, like, 12 moons a year. Some creditors were angry at first, demanding more,
I bet.
but he stuck to it. And as he made progress, the book says his heart is lighter than it has been for a long time. There's this huge psychological lift that comes from taking control and making steady progress.
That makes sense. You feel empowered again.
Exactly. Each payment builds confidence.
And the amazing thing is how this ancient plan still works. You mentioned that college professor.
Yes. Alfred H. Shrewsbury, back in the 1930s, he wrote letters featured in later editions of the book, explaining how he was drowning in modern debt. He found Dabasir's story, applied the exact same 1/7-20 plan.
And it worked.
It worked perfectly. He got out of debt. It's just incredible, tangible proof that these principles are truly timeless. They address fundamental financial realities.
So why does a 6,000-year-old plan still work? What's the secret sauce?
I think it comes down to what Dabasir learned, where the determination is the way can be found. It's about unwavering commitment to a system that works. Consistency beats complexity when you're trying to conquer debt.
Determination and consistency. Okay, one last major theme, the dignity of work. Tell us about Sharonada.
Sharonada, the merchant prince, hugely wealthy, but he still rode with his own caravans, finding real pleasure in the work itself.
And he wasn't always a prince, right? He had a past.
Right. He started life as a slave. His transformation was remarkable.
What shaped his view of work?
He learned a lot from another slave, a guy named Megiddo. Megiddo had this profound philosophy. Work, he said, is the best friend I've ever known.
Wow. Best friend.
Yeah. He believed work gave him purpose, led to success, made him a better man. He contrasted it with guys who shirked work and ended up badly. It elevates work beyond just, toil.
So Sharonada embraced this.
Absolutely. His skill and willingness to work hard were what eventually earned him his freedom and partnership with the grandfather of another character, Hadan Gula.
And Hadan Gula, the grandson, he didn't get it at first.
Not at all. Initially, Hadan Gula was young, rich, cynical. He actually said work was made for slaves.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. But then Sharonada told him his own story, coming up from slavery, the power of effort, the lessons from Megiddo. And Hadan Gula had this, aha moment.
He changed his tune.
Completely. He literally threw away his fancy jeweled baubles, deciding to embrace work, diligence, self-respect as the real key to success and fulfillment.
That's quite a turnaround.
It is. And Sharonada sums it up beautifully. Life is rich with many pleasures. Many things do I enjoy, but nothing takes the place of work. It's about finding genuine satisfaction in productive effort, not just passive enjoyment.
So looking back over everything, we've journeyed through ancient Babylon. We've uncovered these really core principles.
Yeah, fattening your purse, making your gold multiply, guarding it, investing wisely,
Ensuring your future, boosting your earning power, attracting luck through action.
conquering debt, finding dignity in work.
Huh?
It covers a lot of ground.
It really does. And these aren't just quaint historical stories, are they?
Not at all. What's so powerful is that these ideas, born thousands of years ago in a city built purely on ingenuity, aren't about complex financial products or market timing.
Right.
They're about things like internal discipline, taking responsibility, being consistent. These are the universal truths for building real, lasting financial well-being. Often overlooked, but absolutely fundamental.
So as we wrap up, thinking about these age-old truths, maybe the question for you listening is this. What single immediate action will you take starting now to build your own golden stream and secure your future prosperity?